Alright, what's up, Tom? So Ashley and I had a chance to sort of look over the drawings that you put together. We really liked a lot of it and basically took what you had and sort of modified it to the ideal setup for us. We do have an open mind. We're aware that this layout that we've sort of put together may not work from a build standpoint, and it definitely may not work from a budget standpoint. But in an ideal world, this is sort of what we came up with. You'll see that we left a lot of it the same. Uh, the offices, conference room, lobby area here, another office, copy room, service room. There's still break room, kitchen area, copy room, washer and dryer areas. I just sort of divided that up to where we would think it would fit best. One of the bigger things that I did change or we changed is, in your drawings you had a 80-foot wide structure by 50 feet deep. I extended that 50-foot depth to 70. Again, not sure if that works, but it still leaves approximately 30 feet for parking back here. And then, of course, you would have this back alleyway in this area. Still left the dumpster and the landscaping that would go around that. But I would really like the 70-foot, or something just bigger than the 50-foot depth if we can. Whenever I look at the square footage of some of those rooms that we had put together, it seemed tight. And I think one of our goals is, if we're going to have, initially 10 cleaners and work our way up to 15 and 20 cleaners maneuvering and working their way through this structure and this facility, we want to be able to have enough room to sort of grow into and for them to move around without stepping on each other. So that's the goal. That's why you see there's no his and her owner office or his and her restrooms. Honestly, man, we just don't need it. My wife and I, we have a home office. We work out of our house a lot. We are rarely at our current office, and it wouldn't be any different once we have this initially. We're in the office maybe once every 2 weeks, if that. And so the times that we do come to the office, we could utilize one of these empty offices. So the key for us is definitely just space and space to grow into. The other thing is this lift area. I like the idea of having the lift, but I think in your drawings you had the lift outside. It's not a lift that we would be using, a whole lot, but I think we would use it enough to where we would like to have it enclosed if we possibly can. So I'll just walk you through this pretty quickly and show you what we got. I think you've got a pretty good idea, but just to maybe touch up on a few things that maybe you're not aware of. But I want to have this door secure. I don't want anybody just to be able to walk up and come in. I'd like to have it to where it's a buzz, or they press a button and I've got to make a call into our office so that we know who's coming in and out. Lobby area. This is a glass window area, sort of like a bank that you would see at a bank, to protect their tellers or their agents. Same concept there. I like that. Walk through here, another buzz door, electronic door. Come down this hall, you've still got your conference room. And then you've got the 4 offices that were in your drawings. I didn't change anything there. I won't show you all of them, but basically an 8x10 office, and there's 4 of them on the right side of this hall. Come to the end of the hall, you've got the AC closet, utility closet. I'm not sure how big that is. And then this is going to take you down the hall that basically goes around the perimeter of the inside of the building, if that makes sense. This is a break room, kitchen, unisex, handicap accessible bathroom. We really don't see a need for a his and her. I'm sure it's a luxury, but for space purposes, I think one will do fine. This area here is for our dirty towels and linens. When our girls and guys come in after they clean, there's going to be commercial laundry bins, which is what we have now, what we'll continue to use for our people to put all of their dirty towels and linens. I would ideally like for this room to be somewhere close to the back of the building and preferably close to a roll-up door. So whenever the linen company comes, they back their truck up, roll up the door, and it's real convenient for them to load and unload these linen bins. This is the enclosed lift room that we had talked about. If we can do it, that would be really awesome. So I think in your drawings you had a total of approximately 8 different spaces, and I like all of the space and how it was broken up. But I think for us, we would really like to have more open areas. And the main purpose of that is obviously we're going to have storage, whether it's racks or bins, where we're going to keep all of our towels and linens and washcloths and blankets and bedding. It may be bins, it may be racks, we don't know yet, but ideally we want our cleaners to be able to walk around and maneuver throughout the building without feeling crowded or stepping over one another. So you can see I've just sort of opened everything up a little bit. So as we come back here, this is the hallway that goes basically around the building. Roll up door right there to the right. This is the service room that you had in your drawing initially. I just made it a dry storage for now. Another dry storage. I think you had initially had this as like a kitchen or break room. Laundry area. And there's another office here. Approximately 8 by 10. And this will take us back out to the lobby. This door here is for the reception area where she will sit. Little copy room here. And there's another office here. So really there's only like 2 or 3 like big changes that I made. Obviously the depth of the building, enclosing the lift area, removing the owner's offices. I mean, that's definitely a luxury, but I just don't think it's necessary for us in our situation. And that's it. I really like to open up the middle of the building, whereas in your drawing I think you had more of sort of enclosed, separated rooms. This is just the upstairs portion that I put together in my drawings where you can see the lift area. I think one other change is, in your drawing you had this as an apartment area. I think that's great, and I think we might revisit that at a later time. I would like to plan for it in our drawings and approvals with the city. But I think from a cost standpoint, it would make more sense for us to plan for it, but leave it out and use it as attic or dry storage or however it needs to be worded. Again, approximately based on the measurements, about 25 or 30 feet for parking. So that's pretty much all I got.